Hey Justine, we're here with Dove Cameron and Melissa De La Cruz, and we're really excited because a new book is out today. But just to put it in perspective, how does it all fit together? First, there was the Isle of the Lost. Can you please hold this? And then there was the movie, lovely Descendants. And then we had Return to the Isle of the Lost. And then another book, Rise of the Isle of the Lost. And then it's Descendants 2.
That's right.
You will represent Descendants 2.
Yes. Yeah, Rise of the Isle of the Lost is the prequel to Descendants 2.
Right. So these are both kind of in between the two movies.
Yes.
I have a question first of all. Do you want to? Should we just hold the books the whole time?
No, this makes me like nostalgic. This book cover is so like TBT. I'm like, no.
In Descendants 2, it's all about you versus Uma, and you as in Mal versus Uma. In the book, we learn about the backstory.
That's right.
If we don't read the book, do we find out about the backstory?
You know, in the film, there isn't much explanation in the actual script of Mal and Uma's sort of backstory and rivalry, but you get the sense of it just with their communication. So you know what I mean? The communication between Mal and Uma is pretty specific. But it was really fun because Kenny and I and China actually got to come up with a very specific backstory that involved like Harry Hook was Mal's first love, and like there's like that whole thing with Uma and Harry, and like there's that weirdness between Harry and Ben. There's like that tension, you know what I mean, where it's like my girl, and there's a lot of like, it's very rife with backstory, and I think the viewers can tell that because we really put a lot of that into the characters and sort of their movements throughout the film.
So then how did that play into your writing? Did you hear the backstory, or did it kind of happen at the same time?
I kind of wish I had, because that's kind of juicy.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a little bit of that in the book too, because we definitely play with those kind of conflicts and tensions. So yeah, I think we were all on the same page of thinking what was going on.
I can tell because the book just, I hear you talking when I read it,
Yeah.
which is amazing. How is it for you? Do you go on set and do you record them? Do you just study them? What's the word when you can stalk them?
She has our houses bugged, all of our phones being monitored.
Wait, how do they talk again? Let me just listen in on the conversation. How does it work for you?
Yeah, no, we visit the set. We kind of get immersed. When I say we, I mean me and the publishing team. So we go and, you know, watch a couple of days, and we talk to everybody. We talk to the set designer. We talk to Kenny. We talk to the characters. So yeah, the actors. Sorry.
But seriously, even with the new characters, I felt like you could write them even before the movie is out, and you could write the way they talk. Like with Harry's character, it sounds a little Scottish whenever he's talking.
Oh, yeah,
Is that on purpose for you, or it just happened?
Yeah, you know, we kind of work on them all at the same time. So I was working on the book while they were shooting the movie. I mean, it was definitely inspired. Yeah.
I love that they let him keep his accent. I love that more than anything because it sounds so sinister. Like when he's talking, he's like, ah, and it's all like low and Scottish, and it's like, ah. It's like
Can you
scary.
imitate him at all?
No, because he makes so much fun of me. Every time he's like, come on, baby, like try. I'm like, no, because it's like, because it's embarrassing. Because I'm good, I can do, I think it's because it's him. Because like I can do any other accent, but then the second let's see, what could I say? Like,
How does he say Dove?
oh, it just sounds like Dove. It's like, but it's like, good morning. But he also, my real name is Chloe, so he calls me Chloe. So it's like, he's like, morning, my wee Chloe, like, just going for a wee walk. I'm trying to think of like something that's like so Scottish that he says. I'll come up with it. I'll be like mid-sentence, I'll be like, oh!
Scotland.
Yeah, I know, we're all like, what is
The rest of our time, we're going to think about Scottish words.
Yeah, no, he has a beautiful accent. He's very specific to him as well. Yeah.
We're trying to get him for this event. I was like, can we get him? Yeah.
You didn't want Dove? Wait.
And,
Oh.
I was like, can we have the two of them?
Biggest fan of Harry Hook right there.
What was one of the most challenging scenes to write or characters to write?
Oh, interesting. Well, you know, Gil was a little bit tougher because in the movie he's definitely has, you know, a comic kind of relief. And in the book you have to flesh that out a little bit more, you know, and kind of say, where does that come from? So he was a little bit tougher to get to kind of the right soul of that character.
What is your favorite line or moment from the whole book?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. That's hard to choose. I like when they steal the motorboat, you know,
Okay, yeah.
because I like when they're naughty. You know, they're from the Isle of the Lost, and they kind of like do all their old bad habits. You know, they're really good at that again.
Yeah.
You know, because they're struggling to be good, but they're really good at being evil. So that was really fun to do.
One of my favorite parts is when there's boba tea.
Oh yeah.
In the book. Ben is drinking boba. That's amazing.
Hey guys, it's Dove Cameron.
And Melissa De La Cruz.
Be sure to check out our new book, our new book. I wrote it with you.
That's
apparently.
right. Rise of the Isle of the Lost, and then our new movie,
Descendants 2. For more, go to JustineMagazine.com.